as I said, if you think that Jesus isn't around me, forget it. He is. I've been able to get some stuff out despite him being around me. Now, would he have an issue with what I'm doing? It goes back to the history of me in the Catholic Church and so on and so forth. But Jesus himself, it's written that he wouldn't actually have a problem with me. No, it's not actually written that way, but that's beside the point. I have something in penis and vagina size match that unfortunately none of the gods of suffering have ever had. Why? Because they love the mismatch too much. We have thousands and thousands of years of it. Anyway, the spa. So the story I wrote, and I'm probably going to upload this on YouTube so I don't have to stop. What, Abigail?
Call Coco.
Coco.
Under my bed.
Oh, she's fine under your bed. Anyway, the spa that I wrote about in the story about I don't have to worry about going to the spa. I don't have to worry about the whole pooping thing. And this is where women and men can have issues with these things. Now, Steve did inform me that he had been in school for his bachelor's of nursing, and because of work and stuff, he had to quit. I get it. It's hard to try to go through school. Jessica's trying to go through school and work right now and do clinicals and stuff. It's a nightmare. And that he had to stop. Now, he has medical background. He probably, because of that medical background, doesn't have a problem with as many things with the human body as perhaps others do. But I'm going to balance this with Dina, who was my friend a long time ago, who was dealing with making fun of human bodies in surgery and so on and so forth. I don't go for that whatsoever. You don't make fun of a human body. You don't pick on a human body. You don't think a human body is gross or disgusting because they haven't had a bikini wax or they haven't had this or they have fat rolls and you need to wash them. I don't go for that. I'm not saying that Steve did this, but Dina, I heard stories. And she was very good at actually making fun of people, if you want the honest to goodness truth. So anyway, when you get into a relationship, at what point do you deal with these types of things like pooping in front of each other and so on and so forth? Some people can just close up and just have to do it because it's kind of like, I want you to see the image of the concentration camp and them having to take their clothes off. They didn't want to, they just did it anyway because they had to. I have experienced those moments in my marriage. Trust me, a lot of them. And can I tie it back to it wasn't right in the beginning? Absolutely. Of course I can. And I am actually very good at sucking it up and doing it anyway. We don't want men and women to have to do that. So we get into the comparison, and a guy, like, let's use Steve because he's my POW. And I sent him the picture that I took in my bathroom of my stomach, which is hideous. It needs surgery, obviously, or as my theory goes, sex and or surgery or sex. Anyway, and I send that to him, and it's like you could hear him say, "What, you send this to me so I just judge you as ugly?" I want you to judge it as the truth. It's not pretty. It's hideous. It is. Do I hate it? It causes me pain and suffering. Walking around, anyone could see this. Maybe it's a hernia, maybe it's just muscles, maybe it's any number of things, but anyone can see this. But I did not send that to him for him to just trash me. And I'm not sure if he's the type of guy to do that or not. But I sent it to him for a purpose because it's the start of the comparison of which he didn't actually know. Did I tease him? No, I don't know how I could tease a guy by showing him the truth. Are you kidding me? Like, he got the truth of the front. How can I tease a guy like that? Was I looking for him to judge me? In HonorMercySex.inc, it is a judgment so that he is not having to suck it up. I don't want a guy who has to suck it up. But then we get into acceptance and we talk about my eyes. Now, if I were to see him naked, what would I say to him? Would there be aspects about his body that I didn't like? Unfortunately, I don't happen to be like that. And I know there are others similar to me. Now, when we look at this, would I look at his penis or would I look at his ass and go, he's not attractive to me? if we look at the face and we look at the hair and we look at the things that we can see within our clothes, it's a very good start, right? Unfortunately, men don't have the same level that women do. Women can be with a heavier set guy and be okay. Or are they? No. If they're looking at them going, well, you know, I'm with him, he's nice, but this other guy is freaking hot.
It's fine.
Who wants to live with anything like that? None of us want to. Does it involve sin? Yes, it does involve sin. But as we remove the sin, we get to the comparison and we get to something that actually does something for us. And this is where this very productive soul comes from. Now, could a man be productive with my naked body?
No, do not get under my bed. Do not get under
Maybe aspects of it, but the whole thing?
Don't get under my bed.
I'm not actually that cruel and unusual. And now they're fighting. What is the problem?
Sean!
Shawnee. Oh my.